You see them doing it everywhere. A quick lick to the hand, a full-on face wash, maybe even a little taste test of that thing you dropped on the floor. Dogs and licking go together like, well, dogs and drool. But have you ever stopped to wonder what's behind those slobbery smooches? Are they trying to tell us something, or are they just messy eaters who haven't quite mastered the art of napkins? Let's dive tongue first into why dogs love to lick, the facts behind it, potential health concerns, and what might actually be going through their slobbery little minds. If you love dogs and want more content like this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. To understand our dogs, we need to think like our dogs, and when it comes to licking, it all starts with instinct. Puppies, for example, lick their mothers' mouths as a way to beg for food and to show affection. It's a powerful form of communication that strengthens their bond. Now imagine if we humans did that. Family reunions would be a whole different ballgame, wouldn't they? But licking goes beyond just puppyhood. Dogs use their tongues to explore the world around them. Think about it, their noses are amazing, but their tongues? That's their way of getting up close and personal with scents and textures. So, when your dog gives your face a good lick, they're not just being affectionate, though they might be. They're also satisfying their curiosity. To them, your face is basically a 5-star buffet of salty snacks. And let's not forget about the social hierarchy. In the dog world, licking can be a sign of submission or respect. When a dog licks you, they might be acknowledging your leadership. It's their version of saying, "You're the pack leader." For now. We've talked about instinct, but licking isn't always just about survival. Just like us, dogs experience a range of emotions, and sometimes those emotions manifest as, you guessed it, licking. One of the biggest reasons? Pleasure. You heard that right. Licking actually releases endorphins in a dog's brain, making them feel happy and relaxed. So that face bath they insist on giving you, they might just be trying to share the good vibes. Or maybe they're buttering you up for extra treats. And speaking of feeling good, licking can also be a self-soothing behavior for dogs. Just like some people find comfort in meditation or a warm bath, dogs might turn to licking when they're feeling stressed or anxious. Think of it as doggy yoga, downward lick pose. Of course, we can't forget the power of positive reinforcement. Dogs are incredibly smart creatures, and they quickly learn that certain behaviors get them attention from their beloved humans. So, if you've ever given your dog a pat or a giggle after a well-placed lick, guess what? You've just taught them that licking equals love and attention. Even if that attention is a grossed-out you, stop! They know it works. But here's the thing. While most licking is perfectly normal, sometimes it can be a sign of something more serious. Excessive licking, especially when directed at themselves or objects, might indicate allergies, pain, or even anxiety. If your dog's licking makes you wonder if they've joined a tongue exercise cult, it's time to call the vet. Now, just like with humans, every dog is an individual. Some are naturally more prone to licking than others. Certain breeds, for example, are known for their, shall we say, enthusiastic licking habits. Take Doberman Pinschers, for instance. They're notorious for flank sucking, a behavior where they obsessively lick or suck at their sides. It might look strange, but it's often a way for them to self-soothe and cope with stress. Then you have German Shepherds, incredibly intelligent and loyal dogs, but their intelligence can sometimes come with a side of anxiety. German Shepherds might lick excessively when they're feeling stressed or insecure. And let's not forget about those adorable, wrinkly bull terriers. They're full of energy and love to play, but they can also develop compulsive licking behaviors. These breeds take licking the competition to a whole new level. Now, on the flip side, you have breeds that are a bit more reserved with their licking. Sighthounds like elegant Greyhounds and majestic Salukis are generally less prone to showering you with saliva. They're dignified creatures after all. And then there are the Arctic breeds like Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes. These dogs are built for the cold, and they prefer to keep their tongues to themselves. How polite. Chapter 4. When licking becomes a health concern. We've established that most licking is normal dog behavior, but what happens when it crosses the line from aw, cute to okay? That's a little excessive. Well, that's when we need to pay close attention because excessive licking can sometimes be a sign of underlying health issues. Think about it. Dogs lick to soothe and comfort themselves. So, if your dog is constantly licking their paws, for example, it could be because they're itchy or irritated, possibly due to allergies. And if they're licking the same spot over and over again, they might be trying to alleviate pain from an injury or even arthritis. The problem is, all that licking can actually make things worse. It can lead to skin irritations, infections, and even something called lick granulomas, which are basically calluses that form from chronic licking. Your dog might think they're performing a magic trick by making their fur disappear, but trust me, it's not a good look. And it's not just skin issues we need to be aware of. Excessive licking can also be a sign of gastrointestinal problems. If your dog is licking everything in sight, including things that, frankly, shouldn't be licked, it could be because they're nauseous, have an upset stomach, or are experiencing other digestive issues. And let's not forget about pain. Sometimes, dogs will lick excessively at a specific area of their body because they're trying to soothe pain from an internal injury or illness. If your dog's turning into a canine vacuum cleaner, it's time for a checkup. But perhaps one of the most concerning reasons behind excessive licking is anxiety or compulsive disorders. Just like humans, dogs can suffer from anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. And just like with humans, these conditions can manifest in a variety of ways, including, you guessed it, excessive licking. When your dog starts hosting Lick Anonymous's meetings, it's a cry for help. Chapter 5. To lick or not to lick. By now, you're probably wondering, okay Cesar, so how much licking is too much licking? And it's a valid question. The truth is, there's no magic number. Just like with most things in life, it's all about balance. Normal licking, the kind we see in happy, healthy dogs, is typically harmless and a natural part of their behavior. A few licks on the hand to say hello, adorable. A quick bath after a long walk, understandable. Non-stop face bath, maybe set some boundaries. The key is to pay attention to the context of the licking. Is it occasional and accompanied by other positive body language, like a wagging tail and relaxed ears? Then you're probably in the clear. But if the licking is constant, seems excessive, or is directed at objects themselves or you in a way that makes you uncomfortable, then it's time to investigate further. If your dog is licking the couch like it's made of bacon, you might want to check what's going on. Chapter 6. Redirecting the licking frenzy. So, you've determined that your furry friend might be overdoing it in the licking department. What's a loving, responsible dog owner to do? Well, the good news is that there are things you can do to help redirect their licking and address any underlying issues. One of the simplest and most effective methods is distraction. Dogs, especially those prone to anxiety or boredom, often lick simply because they don't have anything better to do, so give them something better to do. Offer them a variety of engaging chew toys that will keep their minds and mouths occupied. Engage them in playtime, a game of fetch, a rousing round of tug-of-war, or even just a nice walk in the park can work wonders for a dog who's feeling stressed or anxious. Keep them busy, so they don't have time to audition for the Lickaholics Club. And while you're at it, let's talk about positive reinforcement. Remember how we talked about dogs learning that licking gets them attention? Well, we can use that to our advantage. Instead of scolding your dog for licking, which, let's face it, might just reinforce the behavior, focus on rewarding them for not licking. Catch them in the act of being good, not licking. Give them praise, treats, or a belly rub. Treats for not licking? Your dog might think they've hit the jackpot. But remember, every dog is different, and what works for one might not work for another. If you're struggling to manage your dog's licking on your own, don't hesitate to reach out for professional help. A veterinarian can rule out any underlying medical conditions, while a certified dog trainer or behaviorist can help you identify the root cause of the licking and develop a tailored training plan to address it. Sometimes a little expert guidance is all it takes to restore balance to your dog's licking habits. Outrow decoding the lick. Remember, dogs live in a world of smells, tastes, and sensations. Licking, for them, is often just another way to communicate, experience the world, and connect with their pack, which includes you. So the next time your dog greets you with a slobbery kiss, don't just recoil in disgust. Take a moment to consider what they might be trying to tell you. Are they happy to see you? Are they feeling a little anxious? Or maybe they just really like the taste of your face wash? Whatever the reason, understanding the language of licking can bring you closer to your furry friend and help you build a stronger, more fulfilling bond. And isn't that what being a pack leader is all about?